Oh boy. Let me see. I don't know where my there you go. Wait, hold on a second. Can you hear me, CeeLo?
Yep, I can hear you.
I was messing with my camera earlier.
You live now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Second.
Oh boy. There we go. There we go. Dang, CeeLo rolled out on him. You like, I ain't gonna be part of that. There you go. What's up, DT? You still hear me, CeeLo?
I can hear you.
Oh, there you go. Can you hear me, DT? Oh, he having to see Henry right now. What is going on, everybody out there? What's crack-a-lacking? We trying something new this year. Like, people keep calling us out that we don't start on time. We keep moving the time back. So you know what y'all gonna get? Unfiltered. Unfiltered pre-show
dangerous.
Unfiltered pre-show stuff. What's going on, DT?
Not much. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Good. Bree's gonna be here soon. He had the kiddos this weekend, so he's gonna drop in soon. He's coming from the Waldorf, and he's gonna be chopping it up with us. We're gonna get to this death chop, man. We got people in the building already. What's up, Sean? We're gonna talk about the chops today. Radar, what's good? Radar in the building. First time watch, excited, hit Washington thoughts. Yeah, man, appreciate you, man. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, I should love for you could check the bio, subscribe to the channel, come chop it up with us over there on YouTube. Look at it. Oh my God, algorithm cook. What's up? What's up, Ronald?
That is nasty, bro.
How you doing, man? But yeah, man, we about to get into it. Who we got today? We got the depth chart, unofficial depth chart dropped. We're gonna talk about the trade request. It just happened after last Monday. We saw couple D tackles get extended with 2 years left on their deal. So we're gonna just kind of look over to see if we have any eligible players that can be extended. Because I think none of us is kind of thinking about Cosme last year. So that came out of nowhere. So we're gonna check on that. But I will say this. Please follow DT on Instagram. CeeLo, get your suit ready. Get your suit ready. I know it looks like CeeLo is at a hotel, but he disappeared. I don't know exactly where he is. But Breeze, what's good, man?
What's good?
Oh, there you go.
Good. Is he back? He's still frozen.
He trying to slide around the camera. Welcome back to Owning the Huddle podcast. Brother Deuce is here. He's here to defend his O-line. I'm getting sick and tired of you dudes and this fan base
talking about my old line. We gonna handle this today.
Welcome back on the Huddle Podcast. Those were some fun times. We in the building. We got CeeLo, we got DT. What's going on, fellas? And Breeze is joining us in a little bit.
Hey, what's good? What's good? Hey, listen, whatever we talk about today, at least we not the Browns.
Yo. They signed Huntley, didn't they just sign Tyler Huntley?
How you got 5 quarterbacks and you still need more quarterbacks? At least we are not the Browns.
Oh my gosh, that's insane, bro.
Them days over with. Them days over with, man.
DT, what's good with you, DT?
Not much, man. It was day one of band camp.
Band camp? Band camp?
Had to get them back in shape, man. We about to have a spectacular year for the Pride of Southampton.
For sure.
Yeah, we're gonna need to squeeze a couple of band camp stories from DT one of these days.
I don't know, man. I still got PTSD.
You from your crab days.
Yeah, man. I don't want to talk about that, bro.
Oh man. All right, let's see who we got in the building. Trey Aim. What's up, Sean? Got Sean and Sean in the building. I do like the same profile pictures too. I guess two different people. But what's up, y'all? I think maybe y'all first time joining. Absolutely appreciate y'all for chopping up. I put the YouTube link in the comments. If you have a YouTube, please subscribe over there. Join us over there in the comments. If not, you can stay right there on X. That goes the same with those that are on Facebook. Dustin, what's good? How you feeling, man? I want to know what C-Rod has to do to get a true shot. Uh-oh, here we go. I think we found CeeLo Burner. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Dustin. CJ was good. The money says Huntley wins QB2. That's insane. After having 4 quarterbacks and to bring somebody in now
That's
to
crazy.
say they're gonna be QB2 is insane.
Bro.
Insane. I don't know what a bandy is. I'm gonna leave that up to you. I don't know band talk.
And I never heard of no bandy. A band head, yeah. Heard a band head, but hey, heard no band.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Just easy. Ronald say, yeah, Redskins command fan to avoid the Browns. I love it. What's up, Vino? How you feeling, man? Vino is going to be in the lab, I think, on Thursday. Y'all gonna see some of those promotions starting to go up. We're gonna talk about Thursday or Friday. We're gonna talk about the Patriots. He's a Patriots fan, so we're gonna chop it up a little bit. And J-Mick's supposed to be at the joint practice too. So for enters the lab on Thursday.
Nice.
Maybe he can take a little bit. Dylan sucks. Y'all talking about the possibility of a new running back in DC. I hear.
Oh, CeeLo's gonna love this topic.
I hear.
CeeLo's gonna love this topic.
I hear. Tim, what's up, man? 17 doesn't ever have to worry about me turning on him, even if I believe he was asking for too much money. I've never tear down a guy who was my favorite player before. Jay, that's good coming from
real.
you, man. Because Tim, you're kind of like the OTH crash out, right? Like
we have those.
Yes, we have an OTA. We need to start an OTH. Yeah, we need to start an OTH crash out list. And Tim is on it. Like Tim, look, Tim ain't giving nobody no breaks. Slim was good, Slim. And Slim has cleared up a lot of his schedule. He's going to be on the lab helping me out as the as the summer goes on into the season. Can't wait for that. It is not live. I don't think they're not allowing streaming either. So
gotta follow reporters.
Yeah, follow some reporters. to get some. But we are Lake Lewis is going to be here on Wednesday evening. So definitely watch out for that. He's going to talk about the joint practices in the lab. So talk about that. I've been known to overreact. I only ever trash St. Juice. He sucks. All right, let's get into it, man. Y'all want to do let's wait to do the death chart, the unofficial, right? Anybody could. I don't even like. Let me ask y'all this, right? Do you all think that? Okay, let's go in reverse a little bit. It was interesting to me to hear Dan say that him and Adam Peters going to have a discussion about preseason game and who does not play. That was kind of interesting to me. Do we take that literally, or is that just them just keeping in communications? Like, how much input do you all actually think Adam Peters has, and who plays or who doesn't?
To me, I don't really necessarily think he has a say in who plays or not, but I do think when DQ and Peters are putting their heads together, they are checking out the availability, and not only the availability, but checking out some of the younger guys on the roster to see what is they could potentially be, especially when you talk about special teams or depth reasons. Like, for instance, with the quarterback room, obviously, I think you're looking at Josh Johnson and Sam Hartman. While Sam Hartman is younger and they had him already for a second year, that third quarterback position will be important, especially for an 18-game season. And we've seen that Jaden, already got nicked up, and Mariota had to play some games. So that spot. But then also, like, just some of the undrafted guys that we signed over the past couple of years, just trying to see where are they at in their development, where they're at when it comes to getting live game reps, going up in certain situations. So I would think they would come together with stuff like that.
Yeah, to add on to that, I think maybe, AP and DQ are genuinely talking about guys that they would like to see a little bit more from. And so kind of trying to come up with a realistic roster of guys that, doesn't may not really show and flash during practice, but may flash a little bit more in an actual game time environment. And it's probably, less likely about the starters and more about who any other positions that may benefit from a couple shots throughout these preseason games. So, and you also want to consider, all right, some guys are nicked up like Brandon Coleman. Do you really want to push him, or do you want to just let him work and focus on practice versus actually having him push through an injury, or let's say not injury, but push to a few nicks and bruises. So it's probably a little bit of injuries to the starting 22. And what do you want to see from some of to DT's points, some of your undrafted guys, or some of your guys that are sort of towards the latter part of the roster, and how they may flash in an actual game time environment.
Slim said, Will said, try to warn folks about St. Juice. In this comment right here, Tim, I think you kind of coming at me, Tim. Like, I really think you kind of coming at me, Tim. Remember, I was just defending the overreactions with the pass interference. People were saying he has 25 pass interference calls. He had like 6, bro. He had like 6. Breeze was good, man.
What's good, family? What's up with y'all?
Hey.
I remember the Jets meeting, bro. They had us thinking like we was trash in those joint practices, bro. I remember last year. I don't think AP would choose. I think it's just DQ filling AP in on the decision. Chuck was good, Chuck. I'm curious too who plays. Do y'all remember who played preseason game last year? Not too many stuff. Nah, Jaden played. Remember he scored on the first drive?
Yeah, against the Jets.
Mm-hmm. because AP is head of roster construction. He's going to have some say from the stance of evaluating positions for the future. Belante, what's good? Will said DT. My question for each of the speakers is which regular season game?
Haven't even got it. That boy stuck in May. Hey, dude.
Looking to see what Jordan McGee looks like. And he wants to build as well. Stay focused, Belante. Right, like stay focused.
That's crazy.
That boy stuck in May.
That's crazy.
Yes, like the video, please. Like Belante say, like the video. Oh man, Tim says that of his guy. Look at Belante. It's the question. Now did I react to the Connolly and Johnny Newton pick? But see, first it was just St. Juice. Now you coming like more and more, Tim. More and more, Tim. The push take back. It's absolutely a push take, bro. Yes, a whole lot of hype around Bill. Somebody was like, where is B-Rob and Eckler highlights?
They've been jumping over bags.
But yeah, threw me off, Belante. Like, where was I? Let's do Belante, man. Oh my God, what was we talking about?
Nah, we were just talking about the DQ AP conversation.
Yeah. So I think we're what's wrong? Oh yeah, I think we're all on the same page. Like I don't think he's gonna like have like no, don't play this guy, don't play this guy. But I do think he wants to, these young guys, like for the future. Like I think he wants those guys to kind of get some burn, just to kind of evaluate like Slim was saying. He said it was jumping over the bag. Luke. So Luke. Oh man, we all like we might say we're going to do something on this show, but y'all should know by now that we are all over the place. Like we might, like we don't even really do topics like that. We'll say, hey, look, this is something like just to guide the conversation, but we probably don't even get to it. Like just out of the blue questions and comments throw us way off. But Breeze
Scripted, outlined at best. What's up?
There is outlined at best.
Outlined at best is crazy.
Like, were you surprised? Like, so two things from Cliff Presser, he was straightforward with the Sam Hartman up and down camp, and like the comments about Luke.
I didn't see the Hartman comments. What were the exact? I saw the Luke comments. What were the Hartman comments?
The Hartman was that like they asked him like how was his camp? He's like it's been up and down. He throwing some good balls, throwing some bad ones. And he was real upfront about it. Like,
I feel like that's to be expected from a third string quarterback, and we all understand, have a general understanding of what Sam is like, for arm strength. Like we talked about it last week. Like with his arm strength issues, like Sam's biggest intangible is going to be anticipation, because he doesn't have the arm strength to zing the ball. And once the defense kind of picks up, NFL defense picks up on it, I figure his job is probably going to get that much more harder. Versus people he practices against every day. So I'm not necessarily surprised by that. The Luke comments, as far as a lot of people saying Luke having a good camp, like what do you say, night and day or complete 180 or something like that. Like, as far as his play strength, his blocking ability. Like I'm one of the leaders of the Luke is not a lock train. So you know what I mean? If he makes it, he makes it. And I'm no. That's a good thing. I want to see Luke McCaffrey make the team, right? I feel like if he makes the team, that's a good thing. All right, if he gets cut, that means there are better players. I'm not against Luke making it, but I'm glad to see that he's having a good camp.
More spots.
You said what?
You want more spots on the team, don't you? You know.
I'm just saying, man. I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. If Luke makes it, great. If not, then that means he was replaced with better players, hopefully. So, but I'm glad to see he's having a good camp, though. I think there is a role for him if he can, step into it. He was second on the what I figured would be the slot depth chart, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we
hmm
ain't, we ain't, we ain't get to that. We'll get to hopefully get to that. But yeah. So I mean, that's a good thing to be. I guess essentially Debo. As I know preseason, but Debo's primary backup right now in the slot.
Yeah.
hmm
But I do think the interesting thing about Luke is we all understood when we drafted him, he was a converted quarterback to a wide receiver role. So he's still learning the nuances of the game. And just to hear these comments from Cliff talk about his night and day. So I think this is good for his development. And also we all understand, of course, with the Terry situation, Terry's not there. I think there's also a benefit for him because not only where last year he was primary the slot, him
Mhm.
being outside, because we know he's a little bit bigger than the average slot receiver. He's about 6'2", 200 some pounds. So I
Right.
think this is good for Luke, and I actually can't wait to see him how he pans out in the preseason because every team needs a guy that can do it all, and that's why I see with Luke McCaffrey. He's a guy that can put his body on line, a great blocking receiver, utility player, use some certain packages and stuff like that, and he looks like
Mhm.
a guy that can be reliable. Now, of course, the connection with him and Jaden was a little bit, and stuff like that in certain situations and stuff. But and we saw on tape last year during the season that there was a lot of times he was open. So let's see how he pans out in this role expendedly. So for this
Yeah.
season right here.
I do like that though, because not to make a one-to-one comparison, but like we saw last year when Mike Samuels had to play outside out of necessity, we saw that he was able to do it and he excelled at it. Now, with Terry's absence, Luke is now having to play outside and can't and do out of necessity, and he seems to be taking a step forward and showing that he's capable of handling some of that responsibility. So I'm all for it. I'm with it.
It's funny y'all mentioned the Mikey comp because Mikey also, what he went
Play
from wide
receiver.
receiver to DB.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they both had to switch positions in college and have limited experience in those, positions they were drafted to do. So far, Mikey's, performed a little bit better, but both guys will get a lot of opportunities this year, I think. And so we'll see how they mature in those roles. Going back to
Yeah.
Sam Hartman, I didn't realize that he has shoulder surgery in the offseason. So apparently that may be the reason why he's below Josh Johnson in the first unofficial depth chart. You can tell. I guess Cliff was pretty honest, like Deuce said about Sam. He had up and down camp so far. So I guess we'll see more in the joint practices or preseason, whenever we see him. So I
Yeah. I mean,
I thought in the naked eye, going in and seeing it in person, I thought Sam had a pretty good showing, but maybe I might be wrong.
I mean, he was kind of up and down last year too, though, right? Because like we all kind of thought like Jeff Driscoll earned the roster spot last year. You know what I mean? And
hmm I
then when
just
they
think
finally
that
cut down.
you can see, I think at least I saw a little bit more decisive Sam Hartman this year. So
Mhm.
I was expecting Cliff to be like, oh yeah, off season Sam worked on this, that, and the other, and he's showing a lot better. But instead he said, well, up and down, had surgery. He couldn't really work like he wanted to work because you recover from a surgery versus actually working. So
Yeah.
anyway, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Where you get the soldier injuries from?
I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe a college thing. I don't know.
Carry and Jake and shoulder pads all season. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sam. I
Yo,
apologize.
Ronald, that's a crazy comment.
What's up,
Dang.
plumber? Ron say everything dash vanilla. Cause cause we know cause didn't Mariota had shoulder surgery too.
Oh, he did
This
They
in the
year or
off
last
mentioned
season
year?
or in general.
like in the off season. Because
Mm.
that's why he was,
You
like
been
when
missing
Ron
time?
was like, yeah, like some of the players that had surgeries, they was going to be in and out. So I think I need to go back. I think Cliff had mentioned kind of like Mariota in that instance while he was talking about Sam, I think. But I don't know because Sam hasn't missed it any time. But I
Right.
know Mariota had a shoulder surgery, so I don't know if somebody can check that. Um, uh, but yeah. So let's look at this depth chart. Let's look at these depth charts. Let's get into that. Let me see. All right. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see it? Let me see. Probably
Yeah.
can't.
Is that offense first?
Yeah. All right, let me see if I can fix this. All right. All right, here we go. So, very interesting. I don't know how many people seen it, but there are 12 starters, and I've kind of noticed this is the trend the last couple years is the depth chart includes like 12 starters because they going like 3 wide receivers, 2 tight ends.
Mhm.
Um, that's what this is. So anything the one thing I noticed is I was looking at the wide receiver room to see how they have it they have it set with the players, right? As far as coming off the bench. Now, mind you, I don't know how much thought Dan put into this, right? Like this could just be some intern putting the roster together. I'm thinking. Either way, we're not like he's not going to say, well, I put this depth chart together, right? Like this is that's why I say it's unofficial, right? Maybe some intern is doing it. But one thing I noticed is the only wide receiver that I see is listed at more than once on here is Ja'Cory. I thought it was Ja'Cory Brooks.
Nah, he only once. They
Yeah.
got Jacoby Jones and Ja'Cory Brooks.
Oh, that's right. I remember I got those two mixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got those two mixed up. Yeah, my bad. I got those two mixed up. So that's interesting, right? Like I don't know if that's normal, but it looks like it because it looks like I don't see anyone anywhere more than once on any of the positions. But let's talk about the wide receivers first and how they have the wide receivers set. And we can start with you, DT. Anything you want to pull out from the wide receivers?
Um, n- not not really. I don't see a difference per se. I mean, of course, the biggest one is Terry with him not being there, but it kind of looks the way I expected. To be honest with you guys, I mean, Terry, Noah Brown, Debo, your starters. Then the second string, you have Michael Gallup. Maybe that might be a slight surprise because we've been hearing a lot more about Chris Moore than Michael Gallup this summer. You got KJ Osborne, Luke McCaffrey as the twos, and then Jalen Lane. They got Jalen Lane as a three, but I'm not really worried about that. We kind of know that once the official comes on, he'll probably be in that second or third range around there. But
Mm.
wide receiver room, it kind of looks as expected.
Yeah, I think CeeLo outside of the first three, um, that's where the competition start. I mean, I think Jalen Lane, like those are even. It was funny that Cliff said if Terry or Noah is not available, we need to know who can step up. So that tells me that Noah is on this team, right? It should be no doubt that Noah is a lock on this team. So like them three and Jalen Lane after that, CeeLo, it's like everything else is like, oh, all right, like wherever way they go is the way they go.
I mean, I agree. I think it's interesting in that they have, Jalen Lane um, behind Debo and Luke in the slot, which I guess is not too surprising, right? Um, but in the meanwhile, they got Michael Gallup behind Terry. So theoretically, if you were to go off the depth chart and Terry's not available, Michael Gallup's your next man up. Um, so yeah, I mean, that being said, I think you said it earlier, man. This is very unofficial. I went back and looked at last year's unofficial depth chart. It was spot on, bro. Oh, the only one that changed was the obvious one, which is Jahan Dotson, because he got traded. Everyone else, right, exactly how it ended up being in the 53, final 53. So while maybe they're not trying to be intentional, I don't think this is that far off to DT's point with this draft with this depth chart. But the wide receiver room seems to be, I think, after Debo and Terry and Noah, which to your point is definitely going to make this roster, it is really like a toss up. Y'all talked about Luke earlier. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We saw, Deuce and I were in practice last week. Uh, he's okay. I mean, I don't see him any special, but it's just practice, so I can't really tell too much with practice. But he's okay. Definitely saw a lot of Jalen Lane and a little bit of Michael Gallup, a little bit of KJ. I just don't feel like Luke is like special in the practices per se, but we'll see how he looks in the real games. But yeah, anyway, no surprises, to be honest.
So just looking at it, I think Jalen Lane is where he's at simply because he's a rookie that hasn't done anything yet. I think
Mhm.
like once you get to the 53, like he's a third round pick this year, he's going to be on the roster, right? Like just to see kind of where he like ultimately officially shakes out when the season starts. My question is looking at the first stringers, right? With Terry obviously penciled in, but hypothetically speaking, let's say we're going into week one against the Giants, and either Terry still hasn't reported or he's actually hurt for whatever reason. Terry is not playing. He's on the roster but not playing this game, right? Does Michael Gallup automatically start, or do you see them like kind of moving and shifting guys around? Maybe you bump, Luke or Jalen up to the slot and slot Debo outside, or it's Michael Gallup your legit number two to Terry at your ex receiver. Like that would be my question. I know it's preseason, so you kind of you want to just kind of keep guys locked in just for the sake of filling the depth chart out without moving pieces around. But that's where I get a little you know where
Mhm.
questions start to pop up at. I haven't been able to go to practice this year, so I haven't seen them in person. The first time I see them in person will be against New England. But yeah, like that's really my question. But other than that, it's pretty much how I envisioned it'll look. KJ Osborne being second is a little bit of a surprise just because he didn't do anything, but he's still an NFL veteran and he was here last year. So, for him to be over, a bunch of undrafted rookies and journeyman players, I'm not, too concerned about it.
What's up, Ben? How you feeling, man? Yeah, I don't know, Dustin. Like, I don't know, man. You know how Dan is with these vets, and I think if the Chris Moores, he's been talked about a lot. He also has some drops, right? Like he's not. I don't think he's doing enough to be like, yeah, I'm solidifying my spot. So, which one of these guys outside the veterans and the second year player are we going to say, you know what, they're going to make this team? Because so far, I don't know. Like it might be Gallup, KJ, Luke, Jalen. Even though we might want some of these younger guys, I don't know.
I think the key to Gallup making the roster, I don't think he's a lock either. And I said it in the video
Right.
last week, but the key to Gallup making it to me is just showing that he has something left in the tank.
Yeah.
If they get in the preseason game and it's like, oh yeah, no, he still got it. I think he's on the roster.
Most
Unless one of
definitely.
these undrafted dudes or somebody like takes a huge leap forward, like once they start playing preseason games. But Jacoby, if Michael Gallup shows up and it's like, oh nah, he's like that year did him some good. He still got it. I think he's on the team, just based on familiarity and time served in the league and all of that kind of stuff, and especially with Terry's situation up in the air right now.
Appreciate that, Ben. Appreciate that, man.
Now, Wilson, if Gallup, let's say Gallup is, Gallup makes the roster initially. Let's say Terry hasn't reported going into week one, and he reports 4 days before the Giants game, after they've already set the 53-man roster. Like I could once they activate Terry from the pup list, assuming he's still on pup at the time, like I could see Gallup being like the first guy cut if he makes the first 53 too. It just kind of depends on what he shows in the preseason.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's something. I just don't know.
Do,
I,
do,
yeah, go ahead, DT.
do y'all think that Michael Gallup and Noah Brown are kind of the same receiver
Um,
in terms of what they're asked to do?
maybe, but Noah produced in this offense,
Yeah.
Correct.
and he ain't missed a whole year away from football.
Correct. And I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, like you said, like I think Noah's automatically gonna make the team because I think he does more than just receiving as well. But when I look at Michael Gallup and Noah, I kind of see the same style of receiver. And I don't necessarily I used to be big on trying to get someone that has the same body type and stuff, but sometimes you got to go with, you know, someone that can play special teams. I think that's going to be a big factor for the last couple spots. And we've been hearing that KJ Osborne, and we know Luke can play special teams and stuff like that. Chris Moore also plays special teams as well. So those last couple of spots, that's going to be for someone that's going to be playing on the teams. And I haven't heard a single thing about Michael Gallup, you know, playing on specials.
Right.
No, he's definitely not playing specials. He's not playing specials. Noah's not playing specials. Terry's not playing specials. Debo might return every now and then, but he's not playing specials. Jalen Lane, he's returning. I don't know if he's playing specials though.
No, I don't think so.
And I'm trying to think, does
I
Luke
think the
play
only
specials?
receiver that's playing specials is,
I mean, does he
full
though?
time would be KJ.
I don't even know.
Not, I mean, Luke might be on
know.
like the hands team, but not. I don't think he's like covering kicks or nothing like that though.
Because we use maybe because we use like Percy and them.
Yeah.
We use DBs for the Gunners.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting, man. So like it might not even be a special teams lock. Like that might not even be an edge for none of these guys.
I mean, if Gallup plays well enough to remain the primary backup to Terry, that the special teams thing isn't the issue because he's probably your number 4 receiver, like depth chart wise. But if he's competing for 5 or 6, then that's when you got to have that conversation because your 5th, 6th, some teams 7th receiver has to play special teams, and Michael Gallup doesn't do that. So if he's your 5th, if he's competing for 5 and 6, then he's probably going to lose that battle because he's not going to, you know, play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, wide receiver's gonna be interesting, man. He deserved one of the miracle catch.
All you did was stand there and lie to you, but great moment of time though.
All right, the O-line.
In my O-line.
I don't so like Laramie, Brandon Coleman, Biotish. I don't know, like the whole Cosby thing is very interesting. Like if he's able to, and Dan is not going to play him unless he's totally confident he's ready to go. So I think he starts on PUP just because. But he still has to be on the original 53. So Laramie, Brandon, Biotish, Cosby, Wiley, Connolly, Allegretti. That's 7. I think those are all. I really want to say Trent Scott too. I'm going to go Trent Scott. I think
I think they like Scott.
Wait, am I tripping or does it say or next to Connolly's name?
It does say or.
Him and Wiley could either one of them could start.
Yeah,
I just noticed that.
You know, the Colts did that too. Indianapolis. They got Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson.
Interesting.
So, and I think, and the reason why I'm not including Michael Dieter is because Nick Allegretti is taking center snaps during training camp.
Interesting.
Has Wally lined up at guard at all in camp?
Yeah, he did it since he did it today when Coleman is out.
Right.
So he's at left guard.
So That's interesting with Allegretti taking center snaps because last year when Biotis was out,
it was bad.
Dieter. Yeah.
So like I don't like for okay, so just the game where Biotis got sick, because remember it was a game time decision, right?
Saints was the Saints
It
game.
was the Saints game. I don't remember which game it
Yeah, I
was.
don't remember.
So I think like even when he came in when he had got hurt, I think Dieter played well for a backup center. What you really saw was the cohesiveness gone from the O line, right? It just didn't seem like the protection calls were as smooth. The combo blocks wasn't as smooth as when Biotis was in there. And I think like I don't think that's enough to be like, yeah, Dieter, yeah, he was straight. I think he did enough to spell like a few games. He's not top 10, right? Like, like Biotis is a top 10 center. So we can't expect that type of play. And we should see a huge drop off when you go into a backup coming from a guy that's top 10 at his position.
Yeah, that's true. And I think also in that game, if y'all caught, I think it was on the long run from Jaden on a third down. Jaden was fussing with Dieter, about a slide that didn't happen. He was literally telling him like you were supposed to slide it that way, but so I agree with you. Dieter is good for a backup, but the cohesiveness of the O line is important. Especially throughout the season, we saw everything start to gel, but then once we started to get dinged up, that's when the second half of the season, a lot of the pressure rate started to steam up in terms of them attacking Jaden in the offense.
So for those of y'all, training camp is hard because DQ switches everybody out. But if Brandon Coleman is there, who's the starting right guard? Who's been the starting right guard? More times than not. Okay.
Allegretti.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's definitely Allegretti until Cosme gets back.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, like, yeah, I'm trying to, yeah. Because like Wiley and Connolly are competing for right tackle, but Wiley can also easily slot down inside at right or left guard. It's a whole lot of movement that can take place with this offensive line. But I feel much better about this line than I have in many, many recent years.
Because a player like Allegretti and Wiley, like they really give you flexibility with your 53-man roster, being as though they can play up and down the line of scrimmage. Like Allegretti can give you interior, right, left, and center. Wiley can give you tackle and guard.
I mean, Coleman too, for that matter.
Yep, Coleman too, and Trent Scott too. He played swing tackle and he started at guard when Cosme went down. So how many did we carry last year? 9 Philo or 10?
I think it was 10.
Yeah, so
I'll check real quick.
So I think it's a lot of those couple players, those 2-3 players really can help out trying to squeeze somebody on the depth chart.
Man, with that much flexibility, I think you can easily go with 9.
Yeah.
And keep an extra body someplace else. Whether it's at receiver, running back, safety, linebacker, wherever.
All right, Ben want to know was. Oh, go ahead, CeeLo.
Just gonna say at one point in
said
October,
Good Jones.
we only.
Is Good Jones number 51? No,
I thought that was Hart.
Oh my,
yeah, it's Bobby Hart,
bro.
Yeah,
he's horrible. Oh my gosh.
They signed a lot of tackles this offseason.
Oh my gosh.
Pookie Dookie.
Yeah, that dude hard.
At one point, they only had 8 active on the 53. So it bounced between 8 and 10.
All right. So Ben asked let me see. Benjamin was asking about the Yeah, I think that's good planning to draft the center, but I think you don't have to draft them too early. You can draft them mid round to prep them for the next few years because I
Yeah,
think you got a few years out to be honest for sure.
unless it's like what's his name, Ryan Kelly or something like from the Colts guy. Unless it's somebody like that, yeah, he's a first
Yeah.
round pick.
All right. So tight ends, right? Zach Benjamin, like this. The whole thing with Ben Sinnott is so not really strange, but it's the thing where we see Zach Ertz, we see how long he's been playing. We draft Sinnott in the third round. Uh, a lot of us was under the assumption that I mean, even it was a Dan Quinn that talked about. He was like, we expected him to come in and help out in the red zone and on third downs.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what they were expecting him to do last year. And he ended up like doing way more and being like a top 10 tight end as far as statistics in most of those categories. So it's like, and now he's really looking good at camp, bro. Like, I mean, he's making it look extremely easy out there. Extremely easy. So
I saw somebody ask about Senate. I can't find a comment, but
yeah, that was Benjamin. Yeah.
okay, that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. I mean, he's second on the depth chart right now, though. Like
no, he's third.
That's third. No, he's second right now.
No, they got
Oh,
two.
my bad.
Yeah, they got
My
two tight
fault.
Yeah, he's still behind Bates.
That's look, to me, it's the same as it was last year. In addition to him being younger and I think they said last year they wanted to see him get his play strength a little better. But Zach Ertz is a better receiver than he is right now, and Bates is a better blocker than he is right now. That's pretty much what's keeping him off the field. The two people ahead of him, better blocker, better receiver. He's got to get better at one of those two to take one of those places. So I mean, that's what it boils down to for me.
I think the addition of Tunsil and drafting Connerly and getting your best 5 offensive linemen on the field may open up some opportunities for Senna to get on the field, right? For his receiving abilities, maybe in the red zone, maybe in certain short yardage situations, play times where you may go 3 tight end sets. They thinking you're gonna run, but you end up passing out of it because of Ben's versatility. So I can see it depending on the opponent and matchup, getting Ben some opportunities, and take advantage of that of those things. I think he does have pretty good hands if the college stuff rings true. I think the route running is where he had to kind of work on it, and like y'all said, strength and stuff like that, and blocking. So yeah, it just depends on how our blocking looks like from the offensive line, where you don't have to chip and don't have to help him out. We have Bates. That's what he does a lot, right? So yeah.
That's a great point.
Who was that? Senate was getting abused?
No, I'm talking about
Oh, it was CeeLo said.
not needing to have to chip and double team.
Yeah, I got you.
It's Bates, ain't nobody scared. I mean, respectfully, nobody really scared of Bates out in the
No.
passing game.
No.
So
He Bates has good hands though. He just
not bad.
slow as hell.
Nope.
Yeah, he ain't
Just
running
slow as
away
hell.
from nobody.
Like,
Nobody.
he's not
He can catch
he's
it.
not routing up nobody. Like
Right.
get in there and he'll catch it. But
Right.
Bates is a much less athletic Chris Cooley, which is a wild thing to say because Chris Cooley he was hard to tackle, but I mean, goodness gracious. In pads, Chris Cooley ran like a 6'7", bro. Like terrible.
6'7" is crazy.
Yeah, we heard a couple of things last year, including like Logan Paulson, who's very close to the team. There was, some talks about Senate trying to get used to not only the NFL but just everyday life as an NFL player in general, trying to prepare himself. There were some conversations, things like that, leading to why, a lot of it was not expected of him. He does have a role for this team, and you did draft a second round. You did draft him in the second round, and he has that yak ability that you would want at that position. But I think because just Zach Ertz was so good last year, and he looks like age is not going to catch up with him. John Bates, we signed him, and he's obviously has a role. He's one of the best blocking tight ends in NFL. So, Senate is kind of stuck in like a little bit of a little burial within the depth chart, but I still think they're going to find some roles for him. There could be some packages where 13 personnel like we saw last year, 3 tight ends on the field, and be a little bit more run heavy. There could be some plays like last year where he scored a touchdown. So I think it's all about just trying to find abilities, ways to get him the ball in some shape or form. I think all the tight ends could be used more this year, especially what CeeLo said, like the additions of the O-line. It's clear that they want to get more out of the passing game. So they want to use Ben Simmons. They want to use Luke McCaffrey. So they invest in the O-line.
Yeah. I mean, to your point, like when it comes to him, with pass catcher, like nobody's expecting him to be, Stephon Diggs or Devontae Adams running routes. You know what I mean? But the yak ability is what really is what's going to end up setting him apart. Like, yes, we want you to get a little bit of separation, but catching the ball and being able to catch the ball in traffic, which Zach Ertz excels at, and then being able to, get yards after the catch. If I throw you a 5-yard out route, I want you to be able to turn it into, 8, 9, 10 yards versus getting hit and going down at 5. So like that, which also factors into the whole play strength thing. With Senate, but I think he'll be fine. He's in a great room to improve at both blocking and pass catching and route running, and he's not bad at it. Just NFL. He ain't at Kansas State no more. So,
and he actually got a production in front of him.
Yeah. Like it's not like he's buried behind bad players. Like
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. Like they're producing.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
I mean, they try. I mean, he don't practice on Wednesdays, right? So, like, you know what I'm saying? So there it is. All right. Running backs. We have the highlight reel at number 5 on the depth chart.
Be for real, please.
How many running backs we keep last year? 4?
4, I think.
Was C-Rod on the practice squad?
C-Rod started on the practice squad.
Oh yeah, so we started out.
No, it was 3.
Only 3 on the 53.
They elevated C-Rod when Eckler got hurt.
Or Eckler, yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, and then because see that's why he got cut on time.
Yeah, they kept activating him and ultimately had to keep him up there.
Is there so Casmer Allen? Like you can't that dude got big, bro. Like. Yeah, that dude got much.
I thought he was Chris Rodriguez in one of the OTA videos.
They both put some weight on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what Jeremy Nichols does. Like I don't even remember seeing him out there at all. Like I don't know. I don't see him. But again, they love him, and I don't know.
I think he plays teams too. Remember, he's the second kick returner.
Is he still listed that? I mean, I'm hopeful he don't have to be that.
Well, it's on here. Let me see. I mean,
he ain't even on. He ain't even on there.
They've been trying out a lot of people at kick returner.
Yeah, they actually got KJ Osborne as the first punt returner. We'll get there. But
I don't. I think the question is, do they keep 4? Because I think if B-Rob, Eckler, Nichols, and JCM, but I think B-Rob might be a Jahan Dotson candidate. But we'll talk about that later.
Oh boy. Okay.
B-Rob, Austin Eckler, Jeremy Nichols, and JCM. Do y'all think they keep 4?
My only question is, is there a world in which, I hate to say it, is there a world in which JCM doesn't make the roster?
No.
He would have to be like historically bad in preseason at this point.
He got fumbling.
I think like he would have to get out there in preseason and like he had to get there and be fumbling the ball like every chance he get and missing blocking the side. Like he would have to be like flat out god awful to not make the roster.
I'm not calling him Bill Radar. I'm not calling him Bill.
Mhm.
The whole
Only
the
because
little Bill thing, the Cosby, like, no, I'm not doing that. Very slow.
if they only go with 3 running backs, man, they got a lot of decisions to make.
Yeah, it's going to be affecting the other spots.
It's a great
Yeah.
thing.
O line,
Yeah.
wide receiver.
Yep.
Because I think we got to look at it like this, right?
Did y'all say how many wide receivers they gonna keep?
Oh no, we didn't.
I have
Well, how many they
no
keep
idea,
last
bro.
year? I don't know. What's
I
up,
think
Vito?
the
Yeah,
Debo.
turn
I
them
think the Debo
notifications
thing
on.
affects numbers if he can play both running back and wide receiver.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Yeah.
you wanna have them at the end of the season into the playoffs, right? So like you don't want to, because I actually think like maybe it's just the highlights we always saying they be boosting them. But I wonder how often he'll play in the preseason. I think they'll get a drive or two
Oh,
maybe, but
agree.
like I think you want to
With
like
Debo?
preserve him throughout the year. Yeah.
I mean, I think not just that. I think they definitely have some packages for Debo that you will not see
Oh,
until
definitely.
week 15, 16. Like, like, so you absolutely need them. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of stuff I think he's going to be asked to do that they don't want to put on film until it absolutely has to be put on film.
So I actually think he's gonna be a big part of our running game
I do
week
too.
1 and week 17 or 18. I think the reason why they didn't go bigger and go heavier into the offseason by either drafting someone early or signing someone is because of Debo. I think he's a big part of our running game plans. Completely, I'm just talking. I have no idea why. I just feel like he's a weapon that they want to use that they never had before, and I feel like
Hmm.
the running game is part of
Cliff
that.
won't go crazy,
That
bro.
shiny new toy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cliff
and
won't
it
go
may not be
crazy.
like a traditional running back, like in the backfield. He may just flex out wide and just toss it out
Yeah.
and just go make it happen. It may not be like a real running back, like maybe he was in San Francisco,
I mean,
but I just feel like he's gonna be everything
I can
for
definitely feel
Cliff.
like some jet option stuff with
Yep,
JD5 and D. Like, I can see it.
yep.
I could definitely. Yeah, I can
Which
see
That's
which
that.
why when
which
you think
which
about the speed, having JCM out, like we just got to see more. We just got to wait. Just the thought of that skill set and that speed with all three of those dudes out there at the same time.
They gonna run the
What's
triple
that
jet
emoji?
option.
who's the third guy? You said all three.
JCM,
JCM.
JCM, Debo, and who?
Jaden.
Jaden.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I was just checking. Just checking.
Just think about what they did with Eckler last year, and you can see
Mm-hmm.
Debo and JMC. That
Agree.
joint be nasty, bro.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, going back, if you guys go back and watch those early games with Eckler,
He was,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Eckler
saying.
was
He was
And
cutting him up. He was cutting
rolling,
him up.
bro.
But then look what happened though. Like,
I know,
He
I
got hurt
know, I
returning
know.
kicks though. Like,
yeah, but
Well,
still,
not
I
the
mean,
one,
he got hurt one
and
returning kicks. The other one was a run.
yeah, Bengals game. The Bengals game,
I
he
just.
was killing the Bengals game, but he got hurt in a regular run.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember being at FedEx and him running head first into somebody and just stopping. Like that's just like some kind of cartoon, bro. Like
and they
that's
still
not.
got him back there. I'm like, bro, like, why is he?
They put him
No,
right back.
like
They put
He
him
said,
right back out there.
he probably want to be out there. He probably loved it.
they trying to preserve it, bro. Because
What's up,
he gonna be
Chuck?
a weapon in the passing game, bro.
We say we still got Eckler. We got to save two of them for the whole year. Like we got to
You gotta say
preserve record
no.
players.
Hey, that Wednesday did not
It's gonna
practice
be a
before.
rocket players on that joint.
Okay.
Ain't none of them practicing on Wednesdays,
They
man.
chilling.
They gonna practice the JV, man.
Uh-oh.
Run
They
that
gonna have
trick
Taz
play.
Allen running with the ones out there.
Hey, that practice squad players are gonna be earning their money
Oh yeah,
these
Oh
Cliff
days.
yeah, they gonna
definitely.
be.
He definitely running back them trick plays for sure.
I want to see it. Yeah.
Oh, he got smacked in the Dallas game too. I remember that.
Yep, he did.
Yeah,
Yes, he
so we
did.
just got to see with his running back room 3 or 4. I think that's going to be the question.
Yep.
But like it's going to come down like who's gonna because I think Jeremy Nichols might met the threshold last year of playing percentage. So I don't know if he could go on the practice squad on that. Chris Rodriguez, I mean, and nobody won him last year. I don't know, depending on how he show up in preseason this year. So, I mean, I don't know, man.
I think the increased practice squad sizes makes it easier to cut and keep your own guys.
Yeah, but they gotta you gotta like who's like. I think the biggest thing is not so much you putting them on a practice squad, but who else wants them? Because who else is going to put them on their 53? That's
the waiver process. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you get rosters of 90 people in training camp. I think most teams would rather keep their own guys rather than having to teach somebody else the whole system, unless it's somebody that's already has familiarity or somebody that's just that good that you can't pass up on them.
Yeah.
Respectfully, Jerry Nichols will make the practice squad.
Okay.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, more than likely. I don't see a scenario with.
I mean, if he can, I don't know. I think there's a
if
he's eligible.
He's eligible. Yeah.
So wait, is it a yearly threshold or what? Because
I think his playing percentage is the year before. I think because
okay.
the yearly thing don't matter because like 10-year vets can go.
I'm saying like Dez Bryant was on the practice squad. Deshaun Jackson was on the practice squad.
But I think
like
there's
a year prior.
I think there's a maximum number of vets though. You can't just have everybody. I don't think everybody can be on the practice squad at a 10-year vets, for example.
All right. Quarterbacks. I think Sam Harden beats out Josh Johnson.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But the question is, do we keep 3? I think
they do.
Yeah, because we did last year.
Yeah.
Because didn't Mariota miss the first 2 games last year?
He was on pup, wasn't
he? Yes, he did miss the first.
Because it was Driscoll.
So it was 4 games.
Sam didn't. No, they just went with 2, right? Well, Mariota was on the original 53. Then they had to put him on pup.
And they kept Driscoll.
Did they bring up Sam?
I think they did. They did.
For the third quarterback? I don't remember.
I thought that Mariota was the third quarterback in case of emergency.
Oh,
and they had Driscoll.
I thought
No. Mariota was hurt.
He was hurt like the first 4 weeks, I think.
Yeah, he was on pup, I think. He didn't play. He wasn't like he was hurt, right?
Well, I'm showing on
or maybe DT
our lads. He was on.
I'm about to go on this pirated site that got all the NFL games.
Live Rexenberg and go. Can't wait. But I think that's it. I think Sam Harden beats him out. We got to trade. The Raiders are sending cornerback Jacorian Bennett to the Eagles in exchange for defensive tackle Thomas Booker IV.
That was one of the guys we did the draft on the draft show.
Yeah, Jacorian Bennett.
Yeah, they
I'm so sick of Howie Roseman, dog.
They needed corner help.
Who's Thomas Booker?
So yeah,
somebody said LeBron to the mass is crazy.
Yeah, we had Jaden Driscoll and Hartman. October roster.
Oh, he played at Stanford.
Who?
Booker. Imagine you chilling. You won a Super Bowl. The next thing you know, hey man, you're getting traded. Oh, okay, that's what's up. To the Raiders. Diabolical.
Yeah, so I think Sam Harden beats out Josh Johnson for the third cornerback spot. We don't need to talk about the other 2 guys. All right. Let's go through defense real quick. So what do you? I mean, so they have a 4-3 look here, on the depth chart. But it's really 2 inside backers and an outside linebacker, which is really a edge rusher.
Yeah,
that's what those guys are. But last year they had Clinton Farrell as an edge. As an outside linebacker, not this year. So
They have 12. They have 12 starters, right? Just like the offense.
They do. Let me see. All right, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that offensive line, the outside linebacker with Von Miller, that's an extra.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Just to
because
put them on.
they got 3 corners.
Yeah, they got 3 corners, so yeah.
Yeah.
So they showing a 4-3 front, but a nickel secondary.
Yeah. I, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same as last year. Because remember,
The
Fowler
Kinlaw.
was listed. Fowler was listed as the outside linebacker last year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the role Vaughn is playing. The Kinlaw and Newton thing is interesting. I mean, I know it's an unofficial depth chart, but
Not to me.
I actually think the Demetric Wise thing is a little interesting. I don't think he was a starter last year or last 2 years.
now he started last year.
I didn't think he started. I thought he was a rotational guy.
He was a starter, but they drafted guys and trying to,
Replace him.
Yeah, so yeah. I mean,
Oh,
like,
is that
I
what it
mean,
is? Okay.
I think even with us too, like you might see the starters, but I think it's a heavy rotation. I think a lot.
Oh yeah,
of
they definitely, yeah. Even last year, they were heavy on the rotation last year, especially with the end/edge rushers. Like,
So with this list, we see Wise starting. Wise is more all around than a clear Farrell. Farrell is more of a better run defender, while Dietrich Wise, he shows he can stop the run and he can get to the quarterback. The Newton thing don't really shock me because, I think we had a conversation a couple weeks ago talk about where Newton's at. I still think he needs to be stronger at a point of attack when it comes to run, but I still believe they have a plan for him because he has that talent where he can rush the quarterback, and they could probably put him all over the place in some packages. Kinlaw right now, he's the better run defender, and his size is going to be helping him being alongside Deron Payne. Then you have.
Oh, I mean to do that. My bad. I mean to do that.
Well, I'm about to say.
I mean to do that. My bad. So like it's funny. Like I don't know, Rio, if you out there, if you watching Rio. He put. Remember when the team had Jahan Dotson doing side quests and special teams work right before they traded him. All the usual faces, returning punts, blah blah. Also, B-Rob is back there. Commanders wide receiver Jahan Dotson working with special teams coordinator Nate Kazar, and he put this out there 14 minutes ago. I think I said what I said like 20 minutes ago. So I don't know if you're watching, Rio. If you are, I appreciate you watching. But yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Guess we'll see.
Yeah.
So I went back to the Patriots. Yeah. So Wise did not start. He was behind Keon White.
Okay. What was the snaps? Did they get a lot of snaps? What was the snaps?
I didn't look at snaps. I'm just looking at the depth.
Right. Because when we watched the tape, he had a lot of reps, so that's a good thing.
I did remember that too. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Started for DQ in Dallas though, didn't he? Or was he rotational there too?
I didn't know he went.
I thought he was in Dallas. I might be confused with somebody else.
No, he's been in New England his whole career. He's a Belichick disciple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been in New England.
Who am I confusing him with?
Armstrong, maybe.
Yeah, Armstrong.
Maybe.
Yeah, Armstrong was a starter. Well, he was a rotational guy in Dallas. He wasn't starting in Dallas.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of further my point. I think they're gonna be rotational anyway. I'm a little surprised Jalen Holmes being over Javonte John Baptiste a little bit because I mean, in the snaps he got last year, he kind of flashed. I figured he'd be a little higher up on the depth chart, coming in. But
yeah. How many defensive linemen did they bring in? I mean, not bring in. Did they keep last year?
Let me check.
Because some of these guys kind of came in late. Like Sheldon Day came.
I'm about to say, yeah, Sheldon Day. Like, a lot of them dudes came in the middle of the season.
Oh. at the beginning of the year, we kept Armstrong, Payne. Sorry, 1 second.
Armstrong, Payne, Allen, Farrell, Newton,
Yeah, we played. Farrell,
Mathis,
Payne, Jonathan Allen, Armstrong,
Fedarian
Fowler,
Mathis.
Mathis, and Newton, and John Baptiste. So we kept 8, and then we had
Sheldon Day
8.
and Holmes like during the
In
season.
the middle of the season, yeah.
Yep.
Not Von Miller. Dante Fowler was the outside linebacker.
Yeah. Wasn't Jones a linebacker last year too? Listed? I don't remember.
He's still on the team? That's nasty.
Yeah, he's the third. He's third behind Jalen Holmes.
Yeah, we added Jalen Holmes around October.
Yeah, I think his first game was the Panthers or Bears game.
Holmes is what, 96?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I thought Sheldon Day was here like late training camp.
I think they signed Sheldon Day, or was it
I
Carl
remember
Davis?
him playing the Giants game.
You're right. Sheldon was on our first. He's in the February. He's on the September.
It was
roster.
it Carl Davis that they signed in the middle of the season? They signed one of them in the middle of the season.
Carl Davis and Jalen Holmes came later in the season.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it was Carl Davis then. Okay.
Sure. But probably because of the whole Jonathan Allen injury, right?
Allen's injury and Jalen Holmes played in, so Cleo Farrell and Dorrance Armstrong were both missing games.
They were nicked up. Yep, you're right.
Which forced Dante Fowler to start.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Y'all think they go at eight defensive linemen again?
What, 4 and 4? 4 edge and 4 interior?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that's gonna be smart because they're gonna count Vaughn and Martin as outside linebackers.
I mean, Lou will line up with his hand in the dirt too sometimes.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna keep. Ooh, hold up.
The numbers kind of weird.
Because
yeah,
McGee, dang, that's gonna be tough.
So Eddie Goldman, I don't know if he makes it.
He's not a lock at all.
But see, here's the thing though, and I was talking to Josh Taylor on the timeline. The reason why I thought Goldman was gonna be someone that makes the roster is because of one specific role, and that's playing the zero technique when we've had 5 defensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
And he played the zero at Atlanta. Now, not saying other people can play it, but me personally, I think Eddie Goldman is a better zero than Deron Payne at zero.
But didn't he take a year off or something like that? Or am I thinking?
Yeah, he missed last season. He missed last season.
No, he played last year. He played with Atlanta last year.
Okay, I don't know why I thought.
What year did he take off? Because he missed some time.
I think it was the year before.
Okay, year before that. I mean, can one of y'all find the numbers of how many times they lined up in the 3 where they needed the
knows?
Yeah, because I don't.
It was definitely against Philadelphia.
Yeah, for sure. When they anytime they went heavy run, they ran that that 5-man front, because remember, this is when they was experimenting with Payne and Allen, having them at the 5 techniques.
Mm-hmm.
And the issue with that is, even though you got more D linemen, they were still too small. Like Payne and Newton, those dudes was too small at the 1 and 0 tech. So like you bring somebody like Sheldon Day and Carl Davis, they played those much better. Being as though they're bigger bodies. But now they bring in Goldman and Kinlaw, them dudes is massive. You know what I'm saying?
Goldman missed. He did play last year. He missed 22 and 23. He retired in 22. Did not play in 23, and then he opted out in COVID. So he's missed 3 of the
Oh,
last
we
5
opted out.
years.
Okay. Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know if Eddie Goldwyn is that big of a force at nose to keep him strictly for that purpose. I don't
I
know,
mean,
man.
Yeah, it's gonna
when
be some,
you
it's gonna be some, it's gonna be some decisions on this
I
defensive
mean,
line.
we already like Payne is a little bit. He can do it, but he's not the best option for it. Newton is a little lighter than Payne is, I believe.
yeah.
So
Um,
you can't put Kinlaw at nose, or is
that's what I
that
was
Yeah,
thinking.
I absolutely think he's going to play a lot of that.
Yeah, so that would be my thought. Now if Kinlaw goes down for whatever reason, then you don't have a better option. But I think if I'm putting a roster together, I'm gonna keep Javon Kinlaw for that purpose. And then if for whatever reason he can't do it, I'll worry about that when the time comes for it.
the thing about
'Cause I mean,
Kinlaw is he's really tall. So like I think about nose, y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
getting pushed back,
Getting low
leverage and stuff.
enough
Yeah,
and leverage. Like I feel like that's a disadvantage. But otherwise, he can probably do it.
I mean he might be
Because he's
strong enough to kind
also
of counter it though.
yeah, he is, and I think that's
Yeah,
what we're counting on. And then him being able to like get his hands up
yeah.
right there in the interior. If we can
Yeah.
get some pressure from the outside, it's going to help too.
I mean, it's possible. I don't think there's a huge, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there's like a huge Eddie Goldman market. He probably wouldn't be able to make it to the practice squad. But like, I think you can have Eddie Goldman in camp so he can learn what you do and you can make sure he can still do it. And then if a time comes where you can still cut him, and if a time comes where you then need him, you can just sign him, and he'll probably still be available. I don't know if you need to just tie up a whole roster spot for the entire season, and you might not need him that much. That's my only concern.
That's fair.
Yeah, Payne only played like 30 some snaps at 1-0 tech. Let me see Newton. But I also think like it was mostly when we went against like those heavy
Like
run teams.
Philadelphia, Baltimore.
I think guys that are on the outside or at least on the bubble. I mean, just going like the last row, like Pollard, Barber, and Vellum. I'm just gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna happen. But I think guys on the bubble, guys like Carl Davis, um, Sheldon Day, Andre Jones. To me, even Jalen Holmes. Like I think all those guys are gonna be fighting for the last 1 or 2 spots. I
Yeah,
think the locks, Dimitri, Duran, Kinlaw, Armstrong, uh, Jazir Newton, right? And then of course, you got Von Miller. So I don't know if there's anybody like Cleveland Farrell can easily be cut,
yeah,
in my opinion. Jacob Martin, Jalen Holmes, like all these guys can be cut or kept. It just depends on fit, versatility, you know, what they're trying to do or accomplish, this year. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a
yeah.
lot of surprises, I think, against the
with
line.
with the edges and the outside linebackers for that matter, I think the key to some of those kind of back of the roster guys, like if you're listed as an outside linebacker, can you still put your hand in the dirt? Or if you're listed as an edge rusher, can you still stand up if we need you to? Like I think those being able to do those things in a crunch would be, could be the difference between somebody making the roster or not making it. Because all you can do is put your hand in the dirt and go forward, then in the defense that kind of, can kind of change with whatever's going on, you may not serve as much of a purpose to us if you can only do one thing like as an edge rusher.
Mhm.
Like if we basically like if we ask Frankie Louvu and Von Miller to do both, then you for certain gonna have to be able to do both. Basically, it's like
I know they love Sheldon Day.
yeah,
Yeah. Carl Day. I mean, them dudes played
Carl-
in the postseason, man. I
They
guess it just depends. And to y'all point, I don't know if it was CeeLo or Breeze, but how often we ran those sets might be more so that they know we don't really have a personnel for it. right? So now it seems like with Kinlaw bringing back Day, signing Eddie Goldman, Carl Davis, bringing him back, it looks like, and that's the emphasis on stopping the run. So we might see a lot of three tackle type sets in the interior, one and two threes or techs or five tech or whatever. Um, and I don't know, but it's just interesting. This depth chart doesn't have it. Like that's what
I think that's
that's what's
intentional
kind
though.
of, I know that's what I'm saying. Like that's what's throwing me off. Like if we had a nose
Right.
tackle slot here, it'll be okay. All right, this is what, but it can't just be a throw tactic, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Because I don't like Eddie Goldman and Sheldon Day at three tech.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I agree with you as far as just not having the personnel. I mean, they openly admitted it last year with the secondary. Like, yeah, we want to play this way, but we can't do it because we don't have the players to do it. So like, it can very easily, I can very easily see it being the same case. The front.
You know what's crazy? I don't know y'all care about PFF, but looking at looking at this now, Eddie Goldman and Javon Kinlaw had a higher pass rush win web grade over Sheldon Day, but Sheldon Day had a better run defense grade than both of them.
Well,
But we know Kinlaw is someone that they love.
he's definitely making the team. No doubt about that.
oh, Kinlaw, yeah, that ain't even good.
They love Sheldon Day, man. Like those type of guys that they're not spectacular, and I think that's the problem with a lot of people outside. They see the D line by the names, and it's like, but they're not selfish, and they understand their roles and what they're supposed to be doing. That's what makes the unit better. Instead of just individually chasing something, they all play as a unit. And when Sheldon Day came in, he helped them play more as a unit.
Yeah.
So that defensive tackle spot gonna be interesting. After the second row.
Sometimes you need them guys, them unselfish guys that they're fully aware of what their role is and they do that. I mean, like sometimes those are the kind of players that kind of help you complete a roster. So
yeah, but so now I want to move to this because this is a question I have because when you look at the edge defensive end room, you got Wise, Armstrong, Farrell, Batiste. Like to me, them guys are gonna make it. In my opinion, Jalen Holmes might be odd man out, but like the linebackers though, because Von Miller, Jacob Martin, those guys are going to be your situational pass rushers. And that room is just better by itself last year because we only had one guy that was Fowler. But because of injuries, he had to play in. But then you look at the other linebackers, you got Wagner, Luvu, and McGee, Madrano. Ballore plays special teams. I think he was a Pro Bowl. Was he a Pro Bowler in Seattle?
Yeah.
So he's somebody who got ties to the special team coach. So K. Madrano, Dominic Hampton, that's gonna be interesting to see because both of these guys got drafted late. I don't know what y'all think about the linebacker room.
Bobby, Frankie, Jordan McGee, Kay Madrano.
how many do you think we keeping first of all? Because you already at 4.
It ain't Nick. He's a special teamer.
I mean, I think Nick is like I said about Jimmy Reeves, where like yes, he has a position, but he don't really count towards that room. Like I don't think you're asking Nick Ballore to go.
They should add though. They should add like the All Pro does. They should add that on these depth charts, special teamer. How many y'all think how many we keep last year? Bobby. It was Bobby, Frank.
Bobby, Frankie.
Didn't Nick come late in the season?
I
Nick
think
came
so.
around late this time. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Who was the guy? Walker. Walker was here,
Oh yeah.
and then they also
Michael
had that
Sims
Pitt.
Walker.
They had that Pittman
Walker.
guy too, but he didn't make it. They signed him from Detroit.
Hill Walker. I mean, yeah.
So we kept 4 linebackers.
No, we kept
Five.
Dominic Hampton.
Hampton did make the team.
He
He
made
did?
the team. He just didn't. He just never got activated.
Was he hurt?
Except for the last. I believe he was fighting injury,
And Jordan
but he
McGee
was still
hurt,
active.
too.
He
Jordan
still
McGee
on
was
the
hurt
53.
for
Hurt.
yeah,
Yeah,
good
that's
portion
what
of the
made.
season.
Yeah, both of them was on the 53 though. So that's what 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5.
Yeah, we had
I think they
Lou.
had to. Well, I mean, he was gonna make it anyway, but they had to keep McGee to be able to put him on
On a pup.
yeah.
Yeah, so Bobby, Frankie, Hampton, McGee, and Ballore.
Was
Pat
last
Walker
year.
for a little bit.
Oh, and Walker. So that's
Yeah,
6
Miguel Walker.
Hmm.
on the 53.
So for this purpose, I'm not really thinking about Von Miller and Jacob Martin as like
No.
off-
I ain't.
they just DNs.
Yeah. I'm gonna be
So
interesting,
yeah,
man.
6. Yeah.
Frankie,
Yeah.
Bobby, McGee.
Because Kane and Dominique are their guys. Nick is a DQ guy. And he's good on specials.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Jordan McGee's supposed to be the heir apparent.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Is it
Nick
safe to
Ballore
say-
is older.
He's
Is
like
it safe
what,
to say
36?
Is Medrano a lock?
I think he's a lot.
He's done better. I think the question is, I mean, he was a 5th round pick.
He was a 5th-round pick, just like Hampton.
Can he make the practice squad? I think is the question.
I think he can, but
I think so.
His speed and his coverage.
But this the thing though.
Really good.
I can't remember his name right now. God. But our linebacker coach was his LB coach in college.
Yep, he was.
Yeah.
So like
Ken Norton.
yeah, there you go. Ken Norton was his LB. Like he's the one who like beat the table to bring him here.
Yeah, wide receivers don't know linebackers.
That's crazy.
Hey.
Dude, you know what I've been doing all day, man. It's been a long day. But yeah, I think like having that vote in the linebacker room of somebody who posted before, know what you're capable of, and is pretty much the reason you're here, I think that can go a long way for Medrano, even if he happens to struggle a little bit in preseason.
We're not gonna do the counts yet. We're gonna do the counts maybe after the second preseason game. I don't feel like doing the counts.
So okay, let me
This
ask you
is-
this: if Medrano can play defense, but Ballore doesn't factor on defense at all, but is a little bit better on special teams at 36, I think you keep Medrano over. If you have to choose between the two of them, I think you keep Medrano, right?
Yeah, I mean they extended Percy. They got Tyler Owens. They extended Jeremy Reed.
Which to that point, Tyler Owens has been working in the linebacker room too. He's still listed as a safety, but he's been working in the linebacker room.
Oh boy,
They ain't doing us no favors, man. They're not doing us no favors.
So
Can
when
I
y'all
say
say he's
the
been
word?
working in the linebacker
Position flex.
oh god.
I've been trying
is-
not to say it for like 3 weeks.
room, is that like starting
No.
or like package play? I see that
I
more
think-
like sub packages.
Yeah, I think
Agree.
it's them trying to find a way to get him on the field because of what they think of him. I think it's a good thing, not a bad thing.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So
It's definitely a sub package. Like he's not. He's listed as a safety on the depth chart. I think
why is the defense so hard than the offense? Like I felt like the offense, we were just cruising by, yo.
Because I think a lot of guys are very
Versatile.
they're versatile. They're unknowns in some respects. How they fit in this scheme. So I feel like the versatility makes it harder. Because do you count for them in just that one role, or can you count for them for multiple roles? Which it gives you a lot of flexibility, and you don't have to have so many players in that particular position group. So it's hard.
I think the
It's
offense is
kinda
more
like
top heavy too, for what it's worth.
Yes. Yeah, agree. I think we got the first 11 figured out. I think it's the backup, it's the other guy, the rotational guys.
Yeah.
That's
And
hard to
it's
figure
bound to
out.
be 1 or 2 surprises once they get down to 53 too.
all,
So.
all I know is, bro, like I got a dream of a sub package. You got Von Miller, you got Frankie Louvo at edge, your decent tackles you can have, whatever, and then you just have Bobby Wagner McGee or Tyler Owens. That junk will be nasty, bro.
I've envisioned that before. Like
That's
definitely like your NASCAR package for
that
sure.
junk is gonna be nasty. You hear me, Deuce?
Like
Mhm.
y'all have
Hey,
one job:
get
get upfield.
get him
That
in
junk
third and
gonna be
long.
Get
nasty.
upfield.
Get him in third and long, please.
I would,
What's
yeah.
up, Spaffron? I think this is your first time comment. Appreciate you for stopping by for sure.
Baptiste, I love
Appreciate
Baptiste.
Baptiste. Yeah, I
Yeah,
He
think
got hurt
Baptiste is
last year
good.
too.
Yeah.
I like him a
But
lot.
before he got
showed
hurt, he
some
was
spurts.
really, he was like in limited snaps. He definitely flashed in limited snaps. Like
He
I
did.
like him. I like him.
He did.
Yeah, Witt. I think Witt. Right. I think it's gonna be. It's a big year for Witt. I think Dan Quinn was. I think Dan Quinn was overshadowed a lot last year. I mean, which makes sense, right? It's Dan Quinn's off defense. Your first time being a coordinator.
Yeah.
You know, and you like he often say he really didn't have like with the players in place to run the defense. So he has more of that this year. So it's a big year for him for sure. Because like if the defense doesn't improve and like takeaways and run defense, the off season is definitely a conversation about Joe Witt Jr. But yeah, man, cornerbacks.
That's what it is.
I got a question for y'all after all of this too, because I just sparked something.
Go ahead. You know how we roll.
You want me to ask it now?
Yeah, you might forget.
So, what
You
you
got
just
love
said?
on your mind.
Come on. Hey, come on, man. Everybody ain't gotta know that, man. Come on, man. Hey, so we keep talking about the Cliff plan if Cliff leaves. Who you think would be next up if Joe Witt either pans out or there are some questions about the defense?
Or he gets a head coach job because he had a head coach interview last year.
I think that was one of them. Though, CeeLo. That wasn't
The
like
Jets.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
I mean, they hired Aaron Glenn.
Cap.
Hold on, start over. Ask that question again, DT.
You just said if this year, you know what I'm saying, if it didn't go the way expected for the defense, you're gonna have some questions about Joe Witt. So who you would think would be a good replacement for Joe Witt that's on the in-house?
I think it's external.
You think they go outside?
Because I think Norton been there, done that. Like I don't think he want that smoke no more.
What's my man?
Daryl Tapp?
Who do we want to hire from the Cowboys? And they didn't let him.
Al Harris.
So maybe go with Al Harris.
He's with
he left Dallas.
Tennessee, I think.
Right? He's with the Bears.
Oh yeah,
that's what he went with Ben Johnson. Oh,
is he the D? He not the D coordinator. They got the dude from the Saints, right?
I think he's the
passing
game
Allen.
coordinator. Yeah,
they got Dennis Allen as a D coordinator.
He's the second. Yeah, he's the secondary coach, DB coach, and the pass game coordinator or something like that.
So maybe you get Al Harris to be a D coordinator potentially. Promotion for him.
Let me see who is.
But either way, I don't think like it has to go drastically bad to be able for them to make that move. Especially his second year, he has to be way worse than this past year. Bobby Price out there getting cooked. Percy
He's
Butler
the new Mike Davis.
Yeah, Percy Butler. I don't know. Slim watched. Shout out No Mercy. Slim said he got the extension over all your favorite players.
No, he got a 1-year extension. To me, that's just them moving money around. I don't think that's got nothing to do with him being a lot. Respectfully.
Man, don't matter.
I'm just saying.
What's up, Doc? I think it's your first time comment. Appreciate you for chopping in, joining up with us. Yeah, deep.
How many cornerbacks you think they keep?
6.
Yeah, I think it's 6.
Really? Who would be the 6?
I can see 10 in the secondary because they just that much better. I see Marshawn, Trey, Mike, Jonathan Jones, Noah, one of them other dudes out there 4. It'll be
All
6.
right. Maybe it's
Will,
Vegas. I like Vegas.
Yeah,
but
his
actually, it
name
might
has
not
popped
be.
up.
It might. Yeah, he's been doing really good, but it might not be. They might go 5. It might be 5-5. Will Hurst, Quan, Percy, Jeremy, and Tyler Owens. Might be 5-5.
That's possible too.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm yo. Okay, never mind. I was about to
Percy
fuck.
does line up. So Percy does play a little outside. I know he was in a couple of those packages last year,
Oh God.
Yeah.
outside corner. It wasn't good, but he plays it. Sorry.
Yeah.
At this point, I know Quan is capable of doing it, but at this point, he is the free safety. So like, he's not going to walk down the corner in no time soon in this defense.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean,
But
that's part of why
man,
he got drafted was the versatility. But again, like, at this point, I think he's comfortable, secure at free safety.
I mean the chain, like from last year to this year, man, the rooms is especially on paper is so much better. Like it's not a whole lot of questions. That's one thing. It's like it's not a whole lot of questions about the corner. Well, let me take that back. Like, can Marshawn stay healthy? Is Trey Amos as good as we think he is? I think there are no other questions as far as the cornerbacks is concerned.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think. I know we're not talking about it yet, but I don't think we see either one of them dudes in the preseason.
Who, Marshawn or Trey?
Marshawn or Trey.
I
I think
think
we'll
we'll
see
see Trey
Trey.
though.
Yeah, I think we'll see Trey. I think they're gonna keep Marshawn. He might get a series just to break a sweat, but like, or he'll go through warm ups in full uniform, and that's tell him take it off. But yeah, I think they'll give Trey a chance to play a series or two just to kind of get his feet wet. Versus somebody that's not his teammate.
We was just talking about that, Chatterbot. About how dangerous it can look,
Them boys gonna
especially when
pin them
you're up
ears back, man. Oh yeah, we up. Hey,
Playing with a lead is so much fun.
so
if
much.
we are up, it's gonna get scary out there.
Mm-hmm.
Having a real offense. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we talked about Hampton. This camp been okay. You just got to take a big step. Like these preseason games and these joint practices mean a lot to these guys. Because the good thing about it is Hampton and McGee has been like they've been calling plays in practice. So that's a great thing. That shows that they're being trusted. So now they just got to show the physical stuff on the field, on the pads.
So question, do y'all think, the draft position stuff or the drafted guys are not necessarily locks? Like, there's an assumption that, if this regime drafted them, they're going to try to keep them. Are guys like Hampton and Owens, and I know Owens was an undrafted guy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, do you
He
feel
was
like
still
those
chosen by this
guys,
regime.
yeah. Do you feel like those guys have to prove it just like anybody else, or you feel like they got a little bit of a leg up still?
I think they got a little bit of a leg up, but like guys like Hampton, I think still has to compete and show well. Especially with them drafting a guy like McDonald. Like, I think when you look at them drafting somebody that pretty much does the same thing you have been asked to do at your position, like a year after they drafted you to do it, I think that's when you kind of raise red flags a little bit. Which is why I was initially on the thing about Luke saying I didn't think Luke was a lot because they drafted Jalen Lane to do a lot of what they asked Luke to do last year. I think they still have a little bit of a leg up, especially over guys who were here previously, but I don't think that makes them a lock. Like Hampton, especially, not a lock by any means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been here 2 years now. Well, last year was his rookie year. He was rookie last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he didn't. I can't think of one thing he did. I know he was hurt off and on, but I can't think of one thing he did that was like, oh, okay,
Hampton,
yeah,
he only played one game. That was the
right.
last game of the year,
So he didn't dress.
and it
Okay,
was on
so
special teams.
right. So
Yeah.
Like I said, I know he dealt with injuries and stuff like that, but I mean, for one, being drafted as a safety and immediately getting walked down a linebacker is bad enough. That's one sign as it is. Like maybe not. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, Trey Amos definitely got that it factor, bro. You just got to see it.
I think Trey's gonna be special, bro. I really do. Like
Yep.
he got it's something about I hate the word aura and swag and all of that. I hate it, but like he got that though. Like he
Yeah, I mean the
when you
way
see
he
Lot,
him
of,
walk
walked,
on the
bro.
a
yeah,
Yeah,
lot of
like
confidence.
yeah, like you see him walk on the field. Oh yeah, Shorty got it. Like
A lot of confidence. Mm-hmm.
what's up, Coop? I think it's your first time comment. We appreciate you, man, for chopping it up. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Did he
Yeah,
start out at
man.
Alabama first, Amos?
yeah,
And,
yeah.
and then he went to Michigan. I mean, Mississippi
Ole
State.
Miss,
Okay.
Ole Miss, yeah.
Oh, Ole Miss. Ole Miss. Okay.
It's so funny that video we saw or that picture we saw about the bushes or whatever we was
Mhm.
like dog and crumb about all year end up being Trey Amos. That's
Hey.
crazy.
Shorty is. I can't I'm most excited to see him play out of like the whole rookie class. 'Cause I see him having an effect like from the first snap. Like
That's what's up. So he going? You know what? I mean, the Giants. It's going to be Malik and the
I mean, but
Pitts.
I don't know if what their plan is this season, if they're gonna travel Lattimore or whatever. But I
Mm-mm.
mean, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. So I
I
mean,
think it's going to
he'll
be
get.
just stay on your side.
Mm-mm.
I would highly recommend that. But I mean, he gonna
Yeah.
get. I mean, Malik Neighbors. I mean, you know, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
We gotta
he
talk.
that.
We gotta talk about it, man, because we're going to talk about this Mikey Igbo thing at some point. Like
Oh boy, they're gonna trailism.
I'm
Trailism.
telling you, Igbo had a great season last year, and he's having a great camp so far, and
He balling out, no
he
doubt.
gonna end up right back on that. I mean, bench is just a numbers game.
I mean, is there a
Yeah.
way we're gonna look at the depth chart, but like I don't know, man. Like,
Secondary
is
is
the
so
way that all them dudes on the field at this? Well, I guess when
I
they
don't
go to
know.
down, when they
I
go
guess
to down
Don for
package.
sure. Yeah, Don for sure.
Yeah,
But
when they go to down
otherwise,
package.
I mean, he's good. He's even good at run support. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Can one of them dudes check tight ends? I don't know. I think they little
I
too.
know. I know.
Little
Igbo's a
s-
little bigger than. Isn't he a little bigger than Mikey?
yeah. I
I
mean,
think he
Mikey's
is.
like height wise for sure. Mikey ain't that tall. I don't think. I know he's listed. I think at like 5'10". I don't know. He might be listed bigger than that, but
All right. I think this is Tressway's last year. I think he retires after this year. I think the
yeah.
1 year deal kind of solidified. I think he retires after this year.
Shout out Trust. So apparently, him and his wife just adopted a baby. So shout
Yeah,
out to them.
yeah,
That's
I
what's up.
Um,
think, yeah. So
Trust is what 36.
something like that.
he been there a long time, bro.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man.
We ain't even draft him to see those points.
Yeah, he came from what
Um.
Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, typical r- kicker life.
Yeah, punter. Yeah. He happened to be good and found his home. But
Yeah.
Exactly.
Matt Gay. I mean, the day I was there, he missed 2 field goals. I started panicking. I ain't gonna cap, but ever since then, they say he been drilling them. So, like, bro, in the preseason, like, if we on 35 and it's 2nd and 4, I don't care. Like, I'm kicking a field goal. Anytime if the ball lands between the 30 and their 40, I'm kicking a field goal in the preseason. Like, I need to make sure that this is the guy, bro. Like, I'm kicking field goals on 2nd down.
Deuce is all the way in. I could care less about the score of this game. I'm as like
Absolutely.
we going situational every drive. I do not care.
Nope. I need to make sure this guy can kick field goals. We can't go in the whole preseason game without no field goals,
Be
bro.
1st and 10 from the 50 and Deuce running goal line packages.
Not so
I,
much the other. It's just the field goal. Like I need to
no, I
see this
got you.
dude. I need to see this dude kick, bro. Like It's the only part of the game I can't watch. Like I can't watch.
Kickers are too streaky though, bro. Like He'll mess around and go like 8 for 8 in the pre. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Don't get
I
me
ain't,
started.
I ain't even gonna say it. Not gonna say it. Never mind. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back.
Yeah, he
Forget I
has.
said it.
He's been really good. I mean, the day I went, he missed 2, but outside of that one day, he's been really good. Austin Eckler, like I don't know what the problem. Like, bro, like you don't need to be doing that. Like, stop it. Like, I don't know. Yeah, but he's back there. KJ Osborne, punt returner. Like, I don't know, man. This is
Osborne is somebody who can benefit from it though, because I mean he didn't do anything last year, so he's trying to find other ways to show value. Austin Eckler don't need to do that. Granted, he was the best kick returner we had last season, but he don't need to do that no more.
I don't know. So, but I think it's going to be Jalen Lane. It's interesting. Jalen Lane is not on kick returns. So we'll see how that kind of shakes out. You got Kaz Island back there. I think they're gonna get a lot of reps. I think he might, bro. If he take a couple to the house or he gets some big games, Kaz Island, it might be a what's his name, Brandon. What's his
Brandon
name?
Banks. Brandon
Yeah,
Banks.
it might be a Brandon Banks situation, man.
Yeah, I mean that's his lane to making this team. They've changed his position twice. Like he'd have been cut 4-5 times. Like obviously now multiple regimes now see something in him. He's just that special of a player. But he got to hang on to the football, and at some point he gonna have to probably pop 1 or 2 of them. But at least in preseason. But like he serves like no. I mean, maybe in Cliff's offense it might be a little different, but he serves virtually no other purpose to the roster if he's not returning kicks.
Who is
Yeah,
this?
Kaz
Casper
Allen.
Allen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This younger outside of Jalen Lane, the dude is stupid fast, bro. Like he's
Yeah.
stupid fast out that joint.
I mean, I remember when he signed him, like watching the clips from UCLA and all that. Like he can play football, but every opportunity he's gotten here, he always finds a way. He'll have like a good return or like get a screen and make a couple plays with it, and then he'll run a dig route and drop the ball,
Or
and then
fumble.
go return the kick and fumble the ball. Like he does himself more harm than good.
Who's the Demetric Felton dude? DT, I don't know what that is.
Running back.
He's from UCLA.
Oh
He's
yeah,
a
undrafted.
running back. Yeah, running back /
Oh,
wide.
hold up. Do we
Is he
talking
number
about that?
25?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what 25.
yeah.
Is.
He I'm gonna send a clip when he was
he
in
ain't
with
good.
Cleveland. He's a weapon. He's kind of like Debo, but Debo's way better.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he's more of a running back in the NFL.
Who
He,
is the
he got some
Timothy
burn last
McKay?
week.
Timothy McKay. He was just activated. We
That's
forgot
the
about
tackle,
him.
right?
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be a practice
because
squad.
they paid the most money for him, right?
Yeah.
They got him at guard for now. Third
With the
behind.
corner from Colorado State. I forget his name now, but I don't think he was here very long. I know he
Man,
was here for the whole camp, but
speaking of that, I ain't
Oh
heard
yeah.
anything
No, I
about
think
my
we
boy.
paid Sam Hartman the most last year.
no, I'm talking about with Sam and the corner. I can't remember his name. DC, if you remember, let me know. But
Oh yeah, the dude who shut
um,
down Travis Hunter.
Chisholm. What his name is?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Is
yeah,
that
I think he's in
suck.
Cleveland now.
Yeah, but that's where he went after here. I don't know if he's still there, but he went to Cleveland when the
Yeah.
Commanders let him go. I don't know if they let him go or if Cleveland signed him out to practice squad. But I know he finished last season in Cleveland though.
Have we heard much about the Rob McDaniel dude yet? From
I mean, he's been highlighted because he's a Jackson State and HBCU kid, but I haven't
right.
heard much about him, and he's big as hell. So
Yeah.
he stands out on the field, but I personally haven't heard much about him.
Who was that, Breeze?
Rob, what's his name? Rob Jackson, the safety.
McDaniel.
Oh
McDaniel,
yeah.
Rick McDaniels.
I haven't heard a lot about him in camp, but I think he'll definitely be a guy that they want to stash
Okay.
for not only this season but probably for next year and like camps and stuff like that.
So he what 6'3", 220?
6'3". He's a DQ type. DQ has a type of safety or
Yeah.
linebacker that he prefers in his defense.
He's 6'2", 207.
But yeah,
He looked a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, he probably might put some more weight on since then.
I put a couple of clips in the GC on Twitter. But he's a UCLA guy. AP's from UCLA.
That might be why Kazama's still here.
Nepotism.
I mean, it was enough to get him here when the last coach was here with that UCLA connection. No, that was Kyle.
Damn it.
Kyle, right?
They didn't even know how to use Curtis Samuel. I don't trust nothing Ron does.
I wasn't gonna say his name, but hey, don't get me started. I don't even feel right folding my arms when we bring him up, man. Like, I got to unfold my arms, man.
Yeah, I'm about to get out of here. Chuck, right? Look at the group chat. He's like, "I love y'all, but y'all fighting sleep right now. We about to get out of here, man."
I'm good.
No, I'm fine asleep.
I'm about to get out of here. Oh man, we appreciate y'all. The preseason game is Friday at 7:30. It's one joint practice at I think 10:25 on Wednesday. Then they got a walkthrough on Thursday, and then Friday. It's not streamed. They can't record or any of that during a joint practice. I don't know if it's just during in play or is it stretching and warm-ups and all that. I'm not sure. But yeah, just follow beat reporters from both sides. I have some I'm gonna follow, so I'll doing some retweets and stuff. And Lake Lewis will be on here on Wednesday evening to kind of talk about the joint practice. So outside of that, I think we're good, man. What say you all?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to these practices, man. I think that's my biggest point of excitement, is trying to figure out how we look in practice against these Patriots, which is it's going to be a very aggressive Mike Vrabel defense. So I'm looking forward to that.
I feel like between Mike Vrabel and the Patriot way and DQ doing his thing, it's going to be a bunch of fourth stringers practicing against each other. We're going to see, though.
Might get a little get a little testy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we'll see.
We had a couple fights the last couple years, so one of our tight ends got they broke back one year.
Got they what?
Shoot. Oh shoot!
Back broke. Wasn't that Logan Thomas?
God, that's so crazy.
He got DDT. Oof.
So crazy. But man, I can't wait for the joint practices. Be interested to see how they playing against someone else this week. Intriguing to see the Jaden Daniels and Drake May conversation, both number 2 and number 3 picks of last year. Quick update: Command Time podcast coming back this Wednesday, so y'all buckle up and stay tuned. Also, ETL will be back for another episode, recapping all around the league.
Nice.
Appreciate your time. We know your time is very valuable for you to spend with us. We absolutely appreciate it. Remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. One beat, one sound, one heart, one love.
Appreciate y'all.
Peace.